What is up, boys and girls? My name is Bill. Welcome back to Pirate Solutions Forestry. I've got a little bit of a surprise for you guys. Had to come out and check this out, so I figured I'd take you along for the ride. Now, I'm just going to throw in the caveat that it is really windy, so if windy and freezing ass cold, I'm not working outside today, but I really wanted to show you what just showed up here at Pirate Solutions Forestry that's got me pretty excited. It's going to change my operation completely. This will not be, I don't even want to tell you what it is. Well, I'll show you out back. And on the way out back, I'll show you some logs that just came in, because you are not going to believe this spruce tree that just came in that we have to mill up. But spoiler alert, I want to address the packages that I just got before I mill the spruce tree up. So I just got back from Home Depot, actually getting a whole bunch of windshield washer fluid and windshield washer antifreeze, some pine allen for my bands, and another can of carb cleaner to clean up my guides, because I haven't been doing that and they're kind of getting nasty. But this is the spruce tree that just came in from a customer for me to mill up. And this is one of those jobs where it's, well, just do whatever makes the most sense. A lot of this is going to get milled up in a 2x material, big, thick, wide 2x material, like 2x10s, 2x12s. They use it a lot. Probably mill some 4x4s and 6x6s on the smaller stuff. I've got a few more over here. Came in 2 dump trucks, but this mamma jamma right here, you are not going to believe the size of this. I'm going to measure this out for you. So you asked me to mill this thing. I'm like, how the hell are we going to mill that? I got to do it with chainsaw mills, obviously. This is the small end, okay? So it is 43, 45 out here across the small end. How tall is it? 42 inches tall on the small end. Wait till you see the big end. Holy mother of Lord's sake. Crap. Let me get some measurements across this side here. Oh boy. She's a big one. Now, they picked this up with a Bobcat T770. They said there's 770 loaded in the back of the dump truck, which means my 650 will do the same, because they will pick up the same. This is from outside to outside. God, I hope I got you scanned down enough. It's 56 inches across here. I'll show you up on the top here. This is a big mamma jamma. Let me set you up right here. Let me throw a tape across this real quick to see this big solid part here. Now, the good part is that I can mill this with chainsaws at 48 inches wide. I'm kind of gonna do this. So this is right at about 58 across here. And in between these two stems, it does have an inclusion, which means that if I did have a wide, I do have rails for my chainsaw mill setup. I just don't have a bar long enough. My biggest bar is 56. And I have 96-inch rails. So if I did want to order a bigger bar, I could mill this way. However, this inclusion right here, these slabs would crack really bad. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to flipping this up on end like this and mill it in the 48-inch dimension for them. That's going to be a big job, and it's not going to be cheap. I also, I don't know if you see here, but I got no logs over here except for those locusts back there. I had to pick through all my locusts, and I got all my logs out of here, which was kind of cool. But let's go back and see the big secret that we've been waiting for and waiting for and waiting for, and it even showed up early this morning. Supposed to be here between 9 and 12, and the guy was here at 8:30 sharp. See if we can see Danny over there. Danny! Oh, I see him. There he is. See him looking at us? He's cold as hell. But right here, boys and girls, is I'll get over there, and again, I'm going to apologize for wind noise, but we'll do a little bit of a pseudo unboxing here because I just want to see. I'll explain what I got going on. This right here, between these two pallets, is a hydraulic system for my sawmill. It comes with a log loader, which is going to be a little bit more like a slab maintainer for me. I'll use it more to onload and offload stuff than I am going to use it as a log loader. And I'll tell you why. When I do the installation, I'll show you why. So it's got log loader. It's got a log turner. It's got roller toe boards. So automatic hydraulic toe boards to level the log. And the hydraulic clamping. So it's got hydraulic stops up and down, and it's got a hydraulic clamp that clamps the log. So I will be able to load the log, turn the log, clamp the log, continue to turn it all from the operator's end without having to go do it manually, which obviously you guys can understand is going to be a huge time saving for me. I'll be honest with you, one of my trepidations is just having the little engine running the whole time. One of the great things about running a manual sawmill is it tends to be quiet for the most part, except for your cut. Now, I am still going to have to push the carriage, and someday I might add the power feed, but for now, I am still going to have to push the carriage. But as far as all the heavy part of it, it's all right here. And I got to open up a couple of boxes. I also have a 4-foot extension for my mill, which is going to take my mill out to 24 feet long, and I will be able to cut 20-foot 7. And that's a big improvement. And I also got 4 boxes of Stella Cut bands here. So we are going to be kind of shifting over to almost full-time Stella Cut bands. And to be honest with you guys, look, if you have a question on the Stella Cut band, go back and watch my videos. I grind them over to 7 degrees from 10. They only come 10. I grind them over to 7. They are so far for the price of around 40 bucks a piece. So there's 20 bands here. So that's like $800. For the price of $40 each-ish, right around 40. They are so far superior to a standard band. Now, I'm not putting them up against carbide, but for the standard bands that most of us run, like a saber-tooth band or I run the Wood-Mizer Silver Tip Turbo 7s, compared to those bands, which for me are about a $22 band, so these are about twice as much. These are so far superior to those bands, it's not even close. Guys, it's not close. These bands with one grind on them are milling over 5,000 board feet in not clean wood, and flat and smooth, and no bumps and no bruises and no waves and no nothing. They are plain flat superior to a standard low-cost band. For me to do that with a Wood-Mizer Silver Tip Turbo 7, to do 5,000 board feet, I would have to grind it at least 10 times. It would never make it through that. It would make it through 3 or 4, maybe 5 grinds, and you're going to, in best case scenario, get 500 board foot before it goes wavy. Now, if you're just a standard sawmill that's just cutting cross ties or pallet material or something like that, you can probably go further with them and still get acceptable results. But when you're like I am, where we're cutting everything from slabs to flooring to roofing to construction material and stuff that people want, you know, fairly consistent, fairly flat, fairly smooth. People will bring me big white oak, you know, very, very expensive white oak logs and say, can you slab this out for me? They don't want big waves and crap in their shit. These Stella Cut bands, it's not even close. They're just so far superior that it makes they don't cost anything. So for me to say they cost $40 a band, no, they don't. For as much material as you can mill with these bands, unless you hit metal, of course, they cost zero. There's zero cost in them. They don't cost you a dime. It's like getting a cup of coffee in the morning and being able to write it off. There is zero cost in these bands, and they cut better. So I'm going to open up this pallet. I want to get these bands off the top, and we are going, let me see what you're looking at so I'm not way out of frame. It kind of looks like you're looking down a little bit. We're going to open up this pallet a little bit. I want to see if there's any manuals in the boxes on installation. Now, I've watched the installation on this stuff now, knowing this was coming 20 times. I have a feeling I could probably do it by myself pretty quick. But my wife wants to be part of it. She wants to film some of it, kind of as a little documentary. So I am not allowed to get at this today, and it's just about warm enough to where I would. But there are a few components in here that I want to assemble inside the nice warm wood stove heated house so that I can just take them out here and throw them on the mill, and I don't have to do it all out here because it's just plain flat too cold. So let's, I'll bring you over here, give you kind of look at what I'm doing, which this is going to be kind of anticlimactic, but I want to get these, I guess you're going to have to be back a little more. You won't be able to see the whole thing. Again, I apologize for the wind. I am just going to try to get these bands off here. And I want to leave these pallets somewhat, try to figure out how to do this where I can leave them kind of weatherproof without having to throw a tarp over them. This was really nicely packaged from Norwood. And I want to cut into as little as I possibly can, to be honest with you. It looks like the strap tie down here goes all the way down. I don't know exactly how far the shrink wrap goes. It feels like I could get it off if I can cut this green strap. Okay. They really did a nice job packaging all this. I don't know exactly how wrapped it is, so I look like I'm a monkey fucking a football here. I apologize. I just want to do as little damage to this whole package as I can. Got to get this green strap cut over here too. Jesus. Actually, I think I just pull it through. And this is kind of a thing if you order your hydraulics set up. If you're in the winter and you can't get to it right away, or if you can't get to it right away and you got nowhere to put it in the house, this is kind of like real life shit here. I think I might be able to get that off now. And we'll see what's under it. My hands are freezing. Should have my mechanics gloves on. So there's still, I think, some shrink wrap holding this. course, this would be the bad part, right? Where I'm trying to use a minimally invasive process to get this off, and it's shrink wrapped to hell. Believe it or not, my everyday carry knife here is sharp. It's cutting plastic like this is not exactly its main use. Instead of a razor knife, and I'm trying to destroy as little of this package as I possibly can. Now it looks like there's some heavy duty plastic underneath this. Yep. Oh, there we go. That's what I was hoping for right there. Manuals. I bet. Let's see what's in here. Oh, no, it's one little... Look at what they sent me. You know, you got to love these guys. You got to love these guys. They sent me another one of these brackets. Remember the one that I cut into that I had to weld up? They sent me one. That's like Secret Santa shit right there. You know, that's why I love these guys. No, thank you. Now, just because of that, this just became a real video. So now I gotta get this thing off here. I will do away with those after. Oh, falling around on shit. I don't want to undo too much of this because I want to keep it waterproof. Now, they did a great job waterproofing it. Whew. Man, my hands are freezing. I assume this is box one of... So it came out of Canada. See if there's any installation instructions in box one, which is where I would put it. This is the log turner. And look at that. So I'll show you this. So here's the log turner right there. And right in box one, if you're wondering where your instructions are, instructions, hydraulic log turner. So I'm going to take this inside. I'm going to try to break into each box one and take these inside with me. Oh, if I can keep my hands warm, to be able to see what I can put together inside. Let's get this box closed back up. See if I see any other box ones right here on top. I already know how to put everything together, but I just want to show you guys that it's all here. Let's see what's right here. I don't want to tear this whole thing apart. I want to kind of leave it so it's holding itself together. It's probably as close to waterproof as it's going to get right here. Let's see what this box is. This is box 19, so we don't want to break into that because that's not going to have anything in it that's important. This box looks a little too small to have anything in it. I am going to get these blades out of the weather. Probably put this plastic back on top of this. Let's see. Well, I take it back. I'm going to take you guys over here. I'm going to show you the engine hydraulic pump package. It's got the hoses in it. It's got the hydraulic pump, the hydraulic valve system, the engine, which is right here. Oh, of course, something happened here. Uh-oh, that's not good. This might not be good. Looks like the engine got dinged, the top of the fuel tank got dinged. No, maybe not. Looks like this fuel cap's at a funny angle here. I think it might have got damaged. Oh, man. God, I hope not. Okay, well, it closes. I can't tell yet. It wasn't, the fuel cap wasn't on. Okay, the fuel cap does go on. I can't tell. I'm going to show you what I'm seeing. I can't tell if it's bent. Oh, shit. I'm going to have to pause you guys. So we'll get this on video. I just had a guy drop off a hedge trimmer that he wonders if his guys seized it up, and I can pull it so it doesn't, it's not seized, but it feels like it could be damaged. So I don't know. I'm going to get this in on close up. If you see the fuel cap on this tank right here, it's kind of crooked sideways. It was not on when I pulled it. It's a good thing there's a screen in there because there's a bunch of like kind of dirt and crap in it. It does close, but I think, you know, and I won't know till we put it on whether it's meant to be this way or not, but it almost looks like it kind of got bent in like that. Bent down on this side, so I'm not sure, but I think it's still fine. I do see some bending in the top here. We won't know till we take the whole thing out whether that got bent or whether it's supposed to be that way. But it does seem to go on and seal, so that's good. This is the hydraulic, the engine and the hydraulic pump, all the hydraulic hoses. I do not think I'm going to dig into this any further here because I don't want to totally weatherproof this thing. So there's no sense right now, since we're not putting it in, to unbox the whole thing. I do want to, I know that now the manuals are in box 1s. You can see through the outside packaging. I can't see through the thing, but you can see what boxes are what boxes. So I believe all your manuals are in box 1. And the next time that you see this stuff, you get your setup here. Show you the, might as well just go over and show you the hedge trimmer that I just got. But the next time you see that stuff, we'll be installing it. This is the HS82R. It does pull, it pulls hard. Doesn't feel insane, but it doesn't pull freely. I don't think it's that bad. We will find out. It's on choke right now. Let's see. It's on. Never started one of these. It does have fuel in it. I don't know if these things kick off when it goes. Let's see if we can, let's see. That's choke open. I don't know. This would be good if I cut my arm off. Let's see. Get this to choke closed. I wonder if when I hit the trigger, yep, it does, clicks back. So let's go ahead and put this on choke closed. Pump up the ball a little bit. Let's see if it will. That's kill. It's a rocker switch that sets itself. Let's see if we can fire it off. See if we can get this thing to, oh, no, didn't like going half choke. See if we fire it right back up. Oh, damn it. Hold up, guys, I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, I hope that didn't mess up my orientation. I think this might just be a case of they might have bent the, arm here where this travels, and it might be binding like that. It looks kind of straight, almost is acting like it just needs to be lubed. It's not smoked. It's not liking running right now. So it's choking out as soon as you hit the gas, which kind of usually leads me to the low idle circuit is kind of smoked, or it's just ridiculously cold. We get some heat in it. Yeah, it's just cold. Seems fine to me. I'll probably run a little bit of seafoam in it, maybe put my own mixed gas in it. See if I can clear out that low side and lube this thing up, and I think this thing's okay. I'm actually gonna call this a video, guys, and I'm gonna get those, I'm gonna let it run for a minute because I think the low side was not loving life. I'm gonna get those sawmill bands into the shed and kind of get this thing covered up. Probably bring that manual inside just to look at it. And we will be putting this thing in, I'm assuming over the weekend. We were supposed to get a blizzard on Saturday, but now it's kind of looking like we're not going to get anything. Friday is supposed to be the warmest day. It's going to get actually above freezing for a high. It's supposed to get to like 34. So one of those 2 days we're going to be putting this thing on. I don't know. My wife usually works on Friday, so it might not be Friday. Maybe we'll do it Saturday. I don't know. I'll talk to her tonight. But we have hydraulics, and Noah would send me the stupid clip. I didn't even ask for it. This clip right here that I cut through and welded, which I will still have to, it's going to be nice to have these as an extra, but now I'm going to have auto clamps and all that, so hydraulic clamps. So I will be using those somewhat, and we're going to be longer. I'm going to be out to there, so this is all going to get moved. Pretty exciting. So hit me up with any questions or anything, and like I said, I will be documenting this process of installing these hydraulics. I feel like I know it like the back of my hand right now, but we will see how it goes, and if there's something missing or anything like that, then you guys will get to find out. But they did a hell of a job packaging it up and getting it here. It only took a couple days, and we are ready to rock and roll. And Paul's hedge trimmer looks like it's fine. See how much more responsive it is now that it's been running for a few minutes. Seems fine to me. I'm actually just going to shoot a really quick video for him and send it and text it to him, just showing him that it fires right up and that it runs, and maybe he'll come back and get it. So, guys, I appreciate the watch always. I know this is a weird video and there's not a lot of substance here, but I was excited. I wanted to show it, and I was kind of getting antsy in the house. Hit me up with any questions if you want. Like, share. Don't like, share, subscribe this video. Please don't. This is a shit video, but we got a lot of sawing to do, guys. A lot of sawing. That whole spruce up there, I've got 10 locust 4x4s that I have to cut. And if I can't get 10 out of the locust, then I have white oak here to cut some of those. And we've got a big lowboy trailer decking project to cut. So we're going to get all that done. Weather permitting, I'm not going to kill myself to do it. I've got plenty of firewood to keep cutting to keep the house warm. I did some of that yesterday afternoon in the freezing cold. It's no fun. It was cold. It was in the teens. But I won't be able to stay inside very much. So if the wife can't be here, I'm probably going to start putting this thing together and putting it on. So I appreciate the watch as always. Danny's over there hunting away. And for now, Spider Solutions out.